So what was it like for you to go back and watch the film from the Virginia game as an offense?
Yeah, I mean, it was frustrating. We watched it as a whole unit, and a lot of stuff has always been said about the game and how we perform, but it just boiled down to our lack of execution, which starts with us first as coaches. We got to do a better job of coaching our guys. And either we're doing a poor job of coaching guys, or we got too much stuff in our offense that they can't retain, they can't execute well, or we're playing too many guys. We kind of sorted some of that stuff out. I know some of the answers to it already. But all around, we got to do a better job of preparing these guys, and they got to go out and do what we tell them to do.
What's it been like kind of watching Malik and N'Kosi, just first of all, the changes on the field, and then how they've handled that, both of them?
I mean, it's been great. Those guys are both loyal to this program, loyal to each other. They never turn their backs on each other. They continue to push each other and compete together. So, like I said from the get-go, when we first made the move to N'Kosi, the more guys we have that can help us at every single spot, the better off we'll be in the long run.
With Lorenzo banged up, is it Trayon that would be the number 3 tailback?
We'll see when the game comes. I'm not often don't talk about injuries, but I'm still a little irritated about the fact that it was put out publicly. Because I would be pissed off if I was a parent and somebody called me and told my son was hurt before we knew what was wrong with him. So that'll be addressed at a different time. We'll see who's the third guy we get going.
You mentioned maybe possibly shorten rotation kind of thing. Is there a specific position that you're looking at?
I think everywhere across the board, up front, we may have been rotating too many guys at certain times. Receiver-wise, just making sure those guys are obviously very talented. We got to make sure they know exactly what to do in every situation, especially when it comes to when they're not getting the ball. When it comes to run blocking, we had a bunch of missed assignments. When it comes to the perimeter blocking, we've been great at, and our coach Dugan's prides himself on having those guys prepared. And we got some young guys who just don't get it yet, haven't understood what it takes to be great here yet, and we'll get it fixed up.
As a coach, is that a difficult time because you want to play as many guys as possible, make everybody happy? Is that a difficult time as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, like I've always said, I don't care about your happiness. I want to hire, I don't keep my job about people being happy. You're happy when you win, when you have success. I'm going to give you an opportunity. We'll give you an opportunity to make the most of it. You have a chance to play. If not, it's completely on you. Nobody's out there bringing guys here to screw them over. A lot of guys don't think that, but obviously they get frustrated because most of them are high-level recruits. They've been the man from wherever they've been from since they was 8 years old. And you get here and everybody's on the field just as good as you are, if not better. And they're more developed, they know what to do, so it can be frustrating for those guys. But so far, they've been continuing to get better, keeping our heads down, keeping our eyes, and we'll just try to figure out who's going to help us get everywhere.
Thomas, you as a former player, I mean, you know the competitive fire inside these guys. With Malik coming back out here and establishing, starting role this week, have you seen a little bit more fire from him?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's why I think competition is so great for every single position. I think it's great for people in life in general. Because I think anytime anybody gets too relaxed and too comfortable, I'm not saying he was, but anybody when you have pressure on yourself, it's hard for you to get to a certain point if you don't have guys around you who can either beat you out or force you to become better. I think he definitely learned from the process of going through that change. He's become more mature, become more vocal, and understands that we need him to push the tempo and be on point all the time.
Thomas, Malik kind of said that when you guys made the switch to N'Kosi, he kind of thought, okay, maybe he'll never play again. Did you guys as an offense feel like, okay, this is N'Kosi's time now? When you made that switch, did it feel at all like you may not go back to Malik, or was there always the understanding that that was a possibility?
Yeah, like I said from the get-go, when we made the change, that nobody's job is ever over with, nobody's job is ever secure. From a tailback standpoint, I know obviously quarterback-wise they get more attention because of the position. That's just natural to come with the territory. But if we made a change at left guard, made a change at running back, made a change at the Z receiver, it's never over for anybody. If you come out and perform better and beat guys out, it's a production-driven business, so the guys that produce are the ones that play. They play the most.
How is Mahoney doing? You were talking about left guard, and we saw different shifts today. Yesterday in practice. How's he doing?
Yeah, well, I wasn't just mentioning the left guard specific for him. I was just saying.
I know.
But he's been doing good. I mean, obviously Mahoney's a very mature guy. He's played a bunch of ball for us and can play multiple spots for us. But again, we got to do a better job of coaching our guys up. They got to do a better job of executing the game plan. I don't care what you call in whatever scenario. If you don't execute it, it's not going to work against anybody. So he's doing good there.
It's obviously not easy for a freshman offensive lineman to move in, especially at tackle in the ACC. How has DJ sort of handled that responsibility, and how do you see him going forward?
Really good considering. We got freshmen, had a freshman quarterback, had a freshman tackle, had a freshman tight end, had a freshman receivers playing. So got a bunch of young guys got to grow up in a hurry. And, all very talented, can help us. We got to just make sure we coach those guys up and know exactly what to do so they can play with confidence and don't put us in a bad spot. But DJ's been doing really good, gaining more confidence, knowing what to do, and playing his butt off.
What impresses you
Two
about
more for
Boston
Coach.
College's defense?
They're tough as hell, man. They're just, they're hard to run against. I've got two of the best 2Ds in the country, the 2 and 11. They get after the quarterbacks. They do a good job of one staying out of 3rd and 7 and long. I don't care who you play, but especially against those guys, they come get the quarterback in a hurry. So they do a good job of that, winning on 1st and 2nd down. They're kind of a don't beat themselves type defense. Experienced guys, older guys know what to do. And I feel they're going to be scared of anybody else coming into their place. It's always hard to win, period, but especially going on the road. So got to make sure we got our guys prepared and also ready to beat them forward and overcome whatever they face.
As far as first game of the season, do you think that national spotlight game may help with it being a Friday night road game and the national spotlight once again?
I don't know. That's hard to tell. I mean, in my mind, I would hope that it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter where we play, what time we play. On the road, obviously at home it's a different feel for everybody. We got a great home field advantage. I believe most people really got a better home field advantage. But make sure our guys are locked in and focused. Obviously being a prime time game should help to get some motivation, but I'm not huge in the motivation because that shit wears off. That stuff wears off, excuse me. It's about principles, it's about execution. And at the end of the day, you can be as hyper as you want to be to that ball snap. If you're not prepared to go play, it won't matter. It is.
Are there some things in your mind that you'd like to do a little bit differently on the road to get better results? Is there anything to do or to help prepare? Obviously, things have gone as well for you guys lately.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just making sure that guys are focused all the time, and we're playing the right guys to help us be successful. And that's just to execute. I don't care if we play at home or on the road. If we don't execute, it doesn't really matter. So I think, obviously, going into a hostile environment on the road, people are loud. Obviously, that home team is normally has a little bit more juice initially because they got the crowd behind them and they're more comfortable being at home. But it's all about execution.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks.
Have a good